From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, I've got to say, we've had several weeks now of some pretty cold temperatures. I'm about ready to move on, okay? So I'm going to be looking for this in the future week or so. Hopefully, it's not much longer than that for these temperatures to change, but here are the highs today. 34 degrees for Boise. Boy, this would get you 17 at Stanley. That's their high. It was only 18 in McCall, site of the McCall Winter Carnival. Jerome with 23, and the same thing for Twin Falls. Wind chills, only 11 in Stanley compared to the 17, 22 in Boise. So it's been chilly all day. Yeah, temperatures have been in the 20s for the wind chill. And Twin Falls, 11. That's your current wind chill. Well, across the nation, before I get to our local weather, it's a pretty good storm that's developing here along the East Coast. It's starting out with rain, but this is torrential rain coming down through here. You can see the front as it changes to snow behind that, because that's where all the cold air is. Arctic air is coming up from the upper Midwest, and you can see as far south as Casper. There's 8 degrees and 15 degrees in Denver. Minneapolis was 7. The good news at this point, from what we can see, and you know, we've had 3 Arctic blasts this winter. And this second and third one have all stayed just to the east side. We haven't gotten a direct blast from that sort of thing, so that part's been good. But we've been getting some cold northerly air around the area that's been keeping us in the 30s. But to talk about changes and the fact that this weekend has a high-pressure ridge setting up, people know what that ridge means: warmer air aloft, colder air at the surface. Hasn't developed yet, but it's starting to. And if you look at this, you'll notice there's plenty of moisture out here to the west coast. But I stop at Thursday. This is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's the snow in the mountains. Then we continue. You can still see it starting to flow snow in the mountains. This right here would look like it's a good shower, but it's breaking up. And so our models are putting it that way as we get into next Saturday and getting into Sunday, showing that there's maybe some movement just to our north. So what that does is it helps the inversion with a little movement of air at the surface, so it doesn't get quite as bad as far as the air pollution and some of those things, but we still have the cold conditions, some of the low clouds at times. But the last one sheared off and gave us a little sunshine too. So Twin Falls for tomorrow, temperature will be up to 24. Shoshone will be up to 20 degrees. Sun Valley, 27 for the high. As we move into the western mountains, you notice temperature will be around 28 degrees for McCall. So we still have it to where it's cold in the mountains, and the temperatures are a little more moderate in the valley, even though it's cold. Ontario, 36, same thing with Emmett. Napa today with 36 degrees. Tomorrow, 33 degrees for the high temperature in Boise. So we stay right in that particular area. May come up a couple more degrees on Friday. Same thing into the weekend, okay? So we're staying about right there where temperatures are into the 30s. We're a little cold at night down into some of those 20s, but it stays about the same. Okay, so what are we doing? Why are we watching this? Well, we're watching for some changes, but it's a little suspect when we start talking about 40 degrees next week. I hate to say that, but with an inversion developing and, you know, we're still looking at moving it out, that could change that extended forecast with some of those warmer temperatures. Now, in the Magic Valley, look at this. Friday morning down to 13, 14 for tomorrow morning. So you're going to be seeing some cold temperatures there. Up into the mountain locations, of course it's cold. Temperature down to 8 tonight. Same thing for Friday morning, some single digits. And then most of your high temperatures will start to warm, as you notice, into Sunday, 36, 35. See, that's starting to come up a little bit because of the inverted air, warmer air aloft, and colder air at the surface. I'm watching for you. We'll continue with more news in just a moment.